Hey guys, it is Mike. I'm going to do part two of my creature feature reviews. These are just movies that I have in my collection. I'm hoping that this will get me back into the movie game, make me watch some movies that I haven't watched yet, or rewatch some that I haven't watched in a long time. I've kind of fallen away from being a good little movie horror reviewer, so we're going to try to get this game back into play here. So today I'm just going to talk briefly about four movies that I've watched several times and that I enjoy, and really I'm just going alphabetical order um, in my collection, so it just so happens that these four particular movies I've seen a bunch of times. So I'm just going to do a quick synopsis and then grade them. So the first one I'm going to talk about is Abominable. I love this movie. It is so silly. Um, it's basically a movie about Bigfoot, and Bigfoot's like tromping around the woods, killing dogs and cows and chickens or whatever. And then eventually he starts killing the farmers and then the hunters. And then he finds this little cabin where our lead guy, Matt McCoy, you may recognize him from, well, he's done 1,000 movies. He was in the movie The Hand That Rocks the Cradle, Deep Star 6. Those are a couple horror movies I remember him being in. And then a bunch of girls that I have no idea who they are. So what ends up happening basically is our lead guy, he is in a wheelchair and he has a cabin out in the, the woods. And there's another little rental cabin across the way from him. And this group of girls go out there to have a little party. I believe it's a bachelorette party. Like one of them's getting married, so it's like the last hurrah of the single girl. And one by one, they get picked off by this big old nasty Bigfoot. So, fun movie. A lot of fun gore, interesting kills, a lot of practical effects. And as cheesy as it is, I love Matt McCoy, and as kind of dumb looking as the Bigfoot is, I mean, his face is just kind of like, I think I went to school with people like this. Um, Good movie. I'd give it an A just because I like it so much. And I've seen it like 500 times. No, not that many, but yeah, love it. Next one I'm going to talk about is Alligator. We all know Alligator. Um, this movie's so much fun. Um, Basically, what this movie is the old adage of never drop something down the sewer because you don't know what it's going to grow into. This family flushes this baby alligator down the toilet for no good reason. And truly, I wish the alligator would have found that guy and ate him, but I don't think that happened. Um, but yeah, this movie stars Robert Forster and a woman named Robin Riker. And basically, this dinosaur gets flushed down the toilet and hangs out in this area where this company is dumping stuff that it can eat and ingest, and it makes it really big. And then eventually he gets really hungry, and then he gets really pissed. So he basically busts out of the sewers and runs around the city and eats little kids in pools and beats the hell out of stuff with his tail and kills people with his tail. Um, Interrupts a big fancy schmancy wedding. Yeah, he's a little pistol. So yeah, if you enjoy fun little movies where you see monster stuff running around and chomping on people, you'll like this one. And Robert Forster, come on, it doesn't get any better. I'm gonna miss him. He's done a lot of cheesy horror movies in his life, but all right. And then another movie that I like that absolutely tanked at the box office, and I get it, is called Bats. And Bats came out in the 90s, late 90s, I think. I'm not exactly sure. And basically, this was, the bats were all computer animated. And when they did show the, certain bats up close, like crawling across the bar or whatever, they were kind of cheesy looking. Um, but it was what it was. It's just a little horror movie. I absolutely adore Lou Diamond Phillips. Of course, he was in La Bamba, Tombstone. Was he in Tombstone? I think he was in Tombstone. He was in one of those movies with Emilio Estevez and those boys. Um, and he's done some other horror movies that are actually in my collection. And then the girl's name is Dina Meyer. She's done a few things, and the one character that's in this movie that cracks me up is the the lead girl, her assistant. They're bat people. They study bats. He hates bats. So yeah, he is hysterical. He's constantly making these wise cracks and getting mouthy, and yeah, I loved it. Um, so I forgot to give grades. Abominable is an A. I love Abominable. Sorry. Um, Alligator definitely an A. To me, this is like a classic '70s creature feature. Bats, not the best movie in the world. The acting was pretty good. I mean, Lou Diamond is good in pretty much everything he did. The other two leads were good. Some of the other characters were whatever. So yeah, maybe a B minus for Bats, but I love this movie and it'll always be in my collection. And then the last one I'm going to talk about is The Beast of Bray Road. Now this is, I don't know how much truth there is to this, but allegedly there were all these werewolf sightings in this Wisconsin town. Um, so that's kind of what this is based on. Werewolves. I don't like werewolf movies. I think they're stupid for the most part. Um, they're okay. I probably prefer a werewolf movie over a vampire movie or a Frankenstein movie, any of those. I don't know. They just never did anything for me. But anywho, I do like this werewolf movie enough to give it probably a B. The acting is really good. The practical effect deaths are really good. I'll tell you what, this little werewolf tears people up. You got all kinds of shredded skin and decapitations and dismemberment and blood and guts all over the place. So, fun little movie. Kind of a surprise ending. I liked it a lot. And I would recommend it if you can find it anywhere. Give it a shot. It's a pretty good movie. And once again, probably a BB minus. Probably about the same as Bats. But it is a movie that I've seen several times. I actually saw it for the first time on Sci-Fi back when Sci-Fi was not skeefy. When they actually used to show regular horror movies on Sci-Fi, Friday the 13th and all that other stuff. And then they got into making their own horror movies, and I like some of those. I own some of those. But most of them are pretty CGI. Bats is pretty CGI, but that's all right. So that's some more of my horror review as far as my creature feature collection. I will continue later. I hope you all are doing great. Thanks. Bye.